Hello and welcome to the Halloween-themed edition of Fight News Now Extra. My name is John Pollock, and today John Ramdine, Robin Black, and I are going to chat MMA costumes over the years. But before you turn the channel, here are today's newsmakers. Quite often you hear the term, the lights are on bright, but for UFC welterweight Johnny Hendricks, that was the literal reason why he had to forgo training for a number of days after suffering second-degree burns during a UFC 167 commercial shoot. Ariel Helwani reported the news with the graphic burns sustained by Hendricks, which sidelined him for a couple of days, but it's not going to impact his November 16th bout with George St-Pierre. UFC lightweight Gilbert Melendez is anxious to build upon his momentum coming off of his fight of the year with Diego Sanchez at UFC 166 and has thrown out the name of Khabib Nurmagomedov as his next potential opponent. In an interview with Fox LA, Melendez stated Nurmagomedov doesn't possess the biggest name, but is a fight he wants as he hopes to work his way back to another lightweight title opportunity. And with no one to fight this weekend, Quinton Jackson has been moved to the November 15th Bellator 108 card in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Jackson will now meet former UFC fighter Joey Beltran in Beltran's Bellator debut after being cut by the UFC following his recent loss to Fabio Maldonado, and will be Beltran's second fight in a 5-week window. Happy Halloween, everyone. It is John Pollock here alongside John Ramdine and Comrade Black, and this is our special Halloween chat. So if you are a dedicated mixed martial arts fan that wants some hardcore analysis, go find another one, because this chat is going to be utterly ridiculous. And I want to start it off, guys, with the most ridiculous costume you ever dressed up as during your years of trick-or-treating.
Most ridiculous?
I once dressed up as a computer in a box, and I couldn't bend over if I dropped any of the candy, but I did smoke my third grade class that year as a Commodore.
I used to sing in a glam rock band, a D-list band here in Canada, and I once did a show, and two people came dressed as me. And they were hideous. One of them was like a bizarro Robin Black. Like you look in one of those circus mirrors, he had like it was nasty.
I was super lame. I just did the standard werewolf or one of Rob Zombie's zombies.
A sexy cat.
Sexy cat. I've done
that. I did drag one year. That was fun.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't need Halloween to do drag, man.
Today we thought we would incorporate a unique chat here. We're going to somewhat keep it loosely related to fighting when we talk about entrances, because costumes are something that have been incorporated into mixed martial arts.
Not enough.
Not enough, absolutely. There are guys that are just too cool for school sometimes and just feel that, hey, I'm a tough guy with a so-and-so brand on my shirt.
Well, that's a costume.
But some guys go above and beyond, and they want to make they feel that the show starts the minute they walk out of that curtain from behind the scenes, and we've seen so many over the years. I go back always to Carlos Newton when he came out to Bootylicious with his manager, with the afros on, with the women on his side. Yeah. I thought that was so cool at the time by Carlos Newton.
Yeah, I love all those interesting, when some of these fighters come out and they embody that. It's all about entertainment, and Carlos Newton is one of those Canadians that started the trend, and we've seen it spill over. Anderson Silva did it as well, dressed as the pimp. Kenny Florian as kind of the samurai. So just seeing all these guys. Robin, you mentioned one that was, just Phil Baroni and the way that this guy would carry himself. It would just make it more interesting.
Sakuraba would come out as one of the Road Warriors,
exactly.
Or just a wrestling influencer from Sakuraba.
How about in the early days, Chemo? He came out. I think he came out dressed as Jesus Christ. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think he
had a cross on his back. So I don't know.
Did you ever try that for Halloween, lugging a cross around?
No.
That's why more kids are going to be the devil than are ever going to dress up as Jesus. I don't know why one is offensive and one is not.
Yeah,
I would much rather be the savior.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Pope John Pollock. There you go. That could have been. It is not too late. Tonight, I am going to be Jesus Christ.
You will probably be shot.
Maybe I can get 3 days off then and then resurrect on Sunday and come back to work on Monday.
Oh, no. Personally, lately, a guy that I'm a big fan of, I don't know if you can tell, but Khabib Nurmagomedov. Personally, I like his headgear. I like the way that he has sort of that traditional Russian kind of thing going on.
Yeah, I like it. Tom Lawler's.
We have to bring up Tom Lawler, because he seems to be one that has set the bar extremely high for a lot of people, at least within the UFC. We've seen him come out as Dan Severn, as Apollo Creed, and he's had, it's almost now become this task for him. I mean, we saw UFC 154 at the weigh-ins as the Shockmaster. Master, paying tribute to Fred Ottman. I mean, to me, he is now, that is part of watching Tom Lawler, is just how he is going to come out. And he's somewhat on the fence now, where he says, you know, I'm just going to come out to traditional music from now on. I say, forget that. I mean, this is a huge part of this guy, and a reason that it sets up yourself apart. You're in a roster of 450 guys. You need to make an impression on people. So the average person isn't going to remember all these people, but I do remember the guy coming out as Dan Severn.
The argument the other direction is that when you're preparing for like a brutal battle with a professional athlete in front of all these people, every minute you've spent doing something other than prepare for that is a problem. So if you're sitting around sewing and knitting a cool outfit, getting some mittens together and stuff, and the other guy's training, that could be a problem.
I have a feeling Tom Lawler didn't pull out the singer and start stitching some gloves together. I think this was thrown together. He's got
Seth Petruzzelli, go to the friggin' bargain bin and find me some outfits to come out with.
And the fortunate thing is, you know, mixed martial arts spawned from professional wrestling. That is its roots, without question. It is 100% undeniable. So why
you're going to get so much hate mail.
Because you know who I'm going to get hate mail from? I'm going to get hate mail from idiots who don't know the history of the sport. Read a book. That's all I have to say. And the fact is that it's all about entertainment. Go out and, like you said, separate yourself. The training's done. The time, I've seen so many fighters backstage that have nothing to do. I wish I had something to do. There's so much downtime. You train 2 and 3 times a day. Well, there's 24 hours in a day. They could use that time to do something else, to set themselves apart. And I think it makes it more interesting for everybody that's involved, especially for the fans, because this is a fan-driven sport.
What was M1? What were the entrances like? You guys went
phenomenal.
to M1 and
St-Pierre is what they were. I mean, you had break dancers coming out. You had these Russian fighters. One guy comes out to Lose Yourself. Just tremendous choreography here, first of all, where these entrances blew away just your standard guy comes from the back to, you know, the latest rap track.
And
exactly,
exactly, there was
that.
A quartet of females there, a string quartet that just had it going on.
Females.
And it really just elevated the mixed martial arts that you saw, because you were excited about it. It got you engaged, and then you got to see these guys beat the living daylights out of each other, except for Ishii and Jeff Monson, who, you know.
Not the greatest fight in the world. That is all for us, though, our Halloween edition here of Fight News Now Extra, but we've got more videos coming your way right now. So don't go anywhere, and don't be too harsh on the comments. Lighten up.